King Coupe HVAC Chronicles, welcome back, guys. We got a nice one for you today. It's approaching heating season, so I need you guys to follow this video very closely because we got a lot to cover today in this video. So if you got a gas furnace, then you in luck, because I'm gonna give you and run down the sequence operation so we can get you guys up to par on a sweet science. All right. So if you hungry, let's eat. All right, welcome back, guys. Let's get straight to business. Straight to business. Let's see what we got in here. Make sure you watch your surroundings first. I got my headlight on. Let's turn so we got light up in here. Yeah, we got light. All right, bet. Let's get straight into it, guys. My little bucket right there. Drill. I got a drill on the charger. But we're gonna get straight into it. This is a gas furnace. This is a 90 plus gas furnace. I got it calling for heat upstairs on the thermostat. So I'm gonna figure out what's the holdup. It should be sending signal for it to come on. Unless that thermostat is bad. I'm gonna go over the sequence operation with you guys. Let's check this filter out. All right. Filter looks pretty good. All right. Like I told you guys before in one of my other videos, you see this pink side? The arrow is going this way. On most filters, when you have like a residential filter, the arrow should be going that way. All right. So if you got it going that way, on the other video I showed you, the pink part is more like sturdy. So for the dirt to come this way, we catching it right here instead of the back side because you have tougher material on this back end. So that give you an indication, you know, on some of your filters that can help you out. But I'm curious to find out why this not coming on. Let's see what we got. Look like we got some wetness coming from somewhere. Yeah, something's going on. Some wires or something got wet. I don't know where that water came from. It might be a backup from the condensation. Might be backed up. Put my hand right here. Look like you got a little bit coming out. Might need to get a CO2 cartridge and blow it out from maybe that end back there. I think I'm gonna blow it out from back there because it seems like the water pipe backing up. Cause this is wet. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that. Some wet water coming from somewhere. Let's make sure it's not this. That's where it might be this core. Check everything, guys. Make sure you're visible. Visibility. So that board is solid red. So that should have been clicking on, because I know I got 24 volts. We got power. Maybe we got something bad on this board. I don't know. Y'all remember that fuse back there? Don't seem like that's blown. I know it's like a 5-minute delay when you switching over from heating to cooling to heating on most thermostats. So once I heard this click, I know we're in a good position. Come on, little timer. Like, why every time I shoot a video and I'm waiting for a unit to come on, it takes me a while? I don't get it. It's like, as soon as I shoot a video, it's like, hold up. Let me stop them. Hold on right quick, guys. Let me get right back with you. King Cooper HVAC Chronicles. Welcome back, guys. We're ready for the sequence of operation. All right, guys. I got the power off for right now, but we're gonna get straight into it. We're not gonna waste any time. All right, first thing first, you're gonna have your power. All right, so I got the power off, but I got it calling upstairs. So I'm just giving you a rundown real quick so you have an idea of how does this work, okay? I have my yellow tape on there because basically, like I told you guys before, it's a magnet that you can use or some type of duct tape or whatever like that. So that's gonna keep the door switch closed because that's how you energizes the board. Now, if you see this conduit wire, this goes up to my switch. So if I have that off, it's not giving me no power. But if I turn it on, this still has to be pushed in order for the board to light up. All right, so we have the power. The next thing is gonna be your control board. All right, that'll be your fuse down here, guys. 3-amp fuse. So you got your control board that always sends signal to the thermostat. Then the thermostat is gonna send signal back to the board. This is your inducer motor. A inducer motor comes on after the board calls for it to come on. All right, so your board down here has like little relays, as you can see. So it tells this whole component up here how I want it to operate. So the inducer motor comes on, then you have your pressure switch. This is your pressure switch. The pressure switch is, on some of them will have a low stage and then a high stage. All right. So your pressure switch is closed and it's normally open switches. All right, so the board then sends signals to the igniter. All right, you have your igniter up there. So your igniter then sends signals to the gas valve. All right, the gas valve comes on and it opens. And then open up, then the flame sensor between 20 to 30 seconds, the blower will come on, all right? So your blower is down there. And the reason why your blower comes on has like a little delay is because they don't wanna push out the temperature that you had like standing, you know, just like some atmospheric temperature. It's kind of like, okay, let's say that there's 70 degrees in here or 50 degrees. If the blower just comes on, it's gonna push out 50 degrees. It's whatever that, you know, is in the system. That's how cold it is. So it's kind of like a preheat. So the blower comes on for 20 to 30 seconds, all right? So at this point, everything should be lit. So now I'm gonna show you the sequence operation when it actually comes on and I give it power, guys, all right? So let's jump right into it. But before that, let me take a brief intermission. I'll be right back with you. All right, family. Thank you for being patient. You know, I had a quick intermission. I had to take another call, but let's get right back to this. Let's go over it one more time for you guys for the sequence operation. All right, so you're gonna have your power, then you're gonna have your control board that sends signal to the thermostat. The thermostat sends signal back. The pressure switch is normally open, okay? So when this suction pushes for the pressure switch from the inducer motor, that will close it, okay? So it has to get the inducer motor to come on to get the pressure to go through this hose. Then inside of this pressure switch, it will close. So if I wanted to do continuity, I shouldn't have continuity if this power off. But if I turn the power on, I should have continuity because it's energizing it from the inducer motor pressure and suction, okay? So the pressure switch is normally open. The board then sends signal to the igniter. The igniter is going to be this wire. It's going to come up. Let me get that out of the way for you guys, and right up in there. So if you see it, it's going to be that 2 little prong metal slot coming up, okay? So I'm giving you guys the in-depth of what you're looking at if you have a gas furnace, okay? All right. Then the gas valve. The gas valve is gonna open up. This is the gas valve. Yours might look a little different because this is kind of like an older gas furnace. So I know you guys probably got some newer high-tech, you know, hybrid or something. But that's the gas valve. 24 volts. All right. So the gas valve is going to open. Then 20 to 30 seconds later, the blower down here behind this board is going to come on. And the reason why that does that is because it don't want to just come on and start blowing out 50 degrees or whatever's in your house. Okay. So you got to give it time to heat up. All right. And basically after that, you want to make sure your filters are good and, you know, make sure you even got one. Because if you don't, then down here, let me explain to you guys, got relays, motors. So if you don't have a filter in there, which that do, you see that pink? That's a filter. So if you don't have no filter, then basically after a while, your board would get dusty and stuff like that, and all the dirt and grit, and it would kind of overheat where your components on here are overworking. This is your transformer. So you got a 24 to 120. It'll dumb it down to 24 volts. All right. So I kind of went over all the components. Back here, I wanted to show you guys this, if you can see it. It's a little condensate line. It's like a little tank. And I want to see if I can blow that down with a condensate gun. Because you have water, look like it have residual water, always be visible when you come, guys. It might have a crack in there. If you guys can see, let me get this thermostat right out the way. You see that water? It might be a crack somewhere, or either that hose, I guarantee that hose under here is probably bad. So it's leaking down behind here and going into here. All right. So it's backing up. Always be visible. Take care of stuff when you guys are here. All right. So that's pretty much it. Let's turn this unit back on and I'm gonna show you guys how to see the sequence of operation live and direct. And I want you guys to kind of listen for it too. You know, this will help you guys out. Listen for it. Now, right now, I should be getting continuity because it's on. Now, when it's off, I shouldn't be getting it because remember, it's open. So when it closed, this is a normally open switch. So once this suction from the inducer pushes it, it closes, which actually gives me power and energizes it. All right. So we got a little delay. Got the switch on, we got power. I want a handy dandy condensate. I want to get behind there. I'm gonna wait, but I'm gonna get behind there and I'm gonna blow it out and show you guys. We got some gunk coming down. Bam. I had to go in the manhole today, so I got on these cheap Home Depot boots, but mouse trap don't work. Might put my logo on the side. King Cooper somewhere, I don't know. Yeah, but we had a little delay. I think it's satisfied upstairs too. I don't know, but y'all see back there is a capacitor. A capacitor right back there. That's for the blower, so it gives like an extra boost. Solid red, so that means that it's calling for the thermostat and the gas furnace to energize. Now, if I turn this gas off, you're gonna get limited gas going to here, so it won't have enough to open up this gas valve. And I'll show you that on another video when I show you guys how to troubleshoot a pressure switch. All right, I'm gonna show you guys how to read this with your meter. I already showed you how to take out that flame sensor and clean it. Igniter, I'll show you how to replace that one day, but we're gonna run through this whole gas furnace and get you guys up to date on what you need to know and what you don't need to know, because most of this stuff I'm telling to you guys is going to be for kind of like my rookie HVAC technicians coming in. You know, I want to make it real thorough for them, but my homeowners and residential homeowners, do what you can do. You know, if you feel comfortable, if you have mechanical experience, yeah, but if not, get somebody licensed. End of the day, you got to be done. But I definitely need to take care of that. Come on. Might gotta jump this out. I don't feel like it, but if that's what I gotta do. I know I hate the delays on here. I might change it to a 2-minute delay. I don't know yet. But that's all with the gas furnace. This hose back here, guys, it's a clamp. So you gotta take that clamp, pull that hose off. Then you can shoot your CO2 in here and then go into that little reserve tank. There's a condensate little reserve right there that shoots into this PVC. 1/2-inch PVC, boom, boom, boom. And it should drain out into here. A little bit of water, but I don't know how long they was running the cooling. Come on, baby. God, these delays take forever. Make sure you guys do your filters like I told you. And this should be kind of like a little metal cover. I'm gonna make one day. But it's not that big of a deal. Not a lot of people be in this house. But we're gonna make sure that it's working properly. Okay, that's the motor for that. Like, make sure that's not loose. Put that on just, I don't know, just in case. They got a brick back there. You know, we don't shoot no bricks over here, man. They got the Ben Simmons brick back there. Come on, man. All right, welcome back, family. All right, so the reason why this is not coming on is because basically it's satisfied upstairs with the thermostat. All right, so it's already satisfied at the temperature that was set to. I think I set it at 74 and it was 72. So once it go up 2 degrees and balance out, that means it's gonna cut off. All right, but what I'm gonna do now is bypass it. Now don't keep playing around with it. We're gonna bypass it. So I'm gonna take my red, which is my power, heat is my white, and my fan is green. So don't try this at home. Let's bypass this thing because I want to show you guys one more time how it operates, the Seqence. All right, so turn our power back on, which was already off when you're doing that. Let's see what we got. Inducer motor, pressure switch, gas valve, igniter, flame sensor. So regardless what the thermostat doing, I'm bypassing it and saying I don't care about the thermostat. So that's what I'm doing right now. You see the igniter lighting up? So we should have some flames coming soon. Flame sensor. There we go, guys. So now you guys should have the full in-depth of the Seqence operation to a gas furnace. All right. So before we get out of here, I'm gonna show you guys one more trick I use to figure out this condensate. See this bottle? Put the bottle right there. And the reason why I put that bottle right there is because when I shoot that CO2, I want to see what's coming out. So I know I'm rigging right now, but you got to be creative, guys. That's what I preach on my channel, is to be creative. So y'all can see that hole back there. I'm gonna put this in that hole and it should shoot. I really don't want to take that off, but let's shoot. Matter of fact, shooting CO2 right up in there. Let me get this camera right for you guys. Got didn't come out that much. I'm gonna hate to cut this thing. I'm gonna have to take that off. Alright, I'm gonna have to take that off. I'll get to that later. I got some unclogged solution that I'm gonna pour in there, so I ain't even gotta waste no more CO2s. I'm gonna show you guys that too on my other video when we do more of like plumbing stuff, but I'm gonna just put some water in there in a little bit and that should kind of flush it out. Alright, but that's the Seqence operation, guys. Thanks for joining the channel. King Cooper HVAC Chronicle. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace. All right, let me try to get this. I think I seen the problem, guys. Or where and how I'm gonna get it. God dang, what is this? All right, let's put this out the way. I'm trying to get the camera so you guys can see too. But I showed you guys there's a reason why I got this bit. You see how it's working miracles. If I can just get it in here. God, this is a tight one, guys. Got it. That's where that bit comes in handy. That's exactly why this bit comes in handy. See, look. That's where your water coming in at. That's why. This is bad and it need to be tightened or either pushed in. Okay, it was loose, that's why. It was loose. So you gotta make sure that's tight. That's why I love this thing. I'm gonna make sure this thing. Alright. That should prevent that water from coming and leaking into your unit. So I think we get that right, guys, because I see some water dripping the last time. But we're in heating season, so it really shouldn't even matter anyway, unless they're running cooling one day. But when you see stuff and it need to be fixed, just fix it. Don't wait for it to become a bigger problem. That's the model we go about on our channel. So that's how you fix it, guys. Be right back.